Hello everybody and welcome to the new year. I hope you guys had a great holidays. I hope you had a great Christmas, a great new year, and entry to 2021. So we're gonna keep going with coding classes and I have a great one prepared for you guys this morning. So we are going to do something that Michel Bertoli, I hope I got that name right, did with his kid, which is a game called Flappy Bird. Hopefully it pops up there. It was a game that was on everybody's phone like a couple of years back and everybody was super into it. And so what we're gonna do is code it in our iPads on Scratch Jr. And I hope you guys are ready to do it. So let's start by showing you what the game is. So let me press green. And what you have are these pipes that come in and you have to tap the bird to go through the pipes. And if you hit one of the pipes, you lose. So it goes, oh no, or we can do like you lost or something. And then when you reset the game, you can start again. So the idea is to count how, oops, lost again. So the idea is that you count how many pipes are you able to pass by. And the more pipes that you pass, the more points you get, so the more you will win. So in this case, I think I passed 5 or 6 pipes. What do you guys think about this game? You like it? Cool. So let's start coding, okay? So what you'll need is, let me get this out here. What you'll need is your iPad as always and Scratch Jr. installed. Okay, ready? So let's go. Boot up Scratch Jr. And what we're going to do is we're going to start a new project up there on the left. There we go. We're going to take out Scratch Jr. So we're going to press on Scratch Jr., long press on Scratch Jr., and he starts to wiggle. Press that red cross to take him out. And now the first thing we're going to do is create our pipes. Since we don't really have pipes in Scratch Jr., we're going to have to make them, okay? So let's go over here to the plus sign on the left. And let's go up here to the paintbrush, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to create a big pipe and a small pipe. So we're going to go to the squares. That's here on the left. So you have the squiggly snake, the round circle, and the square. And you can use whatever size of line that you want. We're going to select green. And we're going to start on one of these large squares. So you see that you have like little squares and then the big squares. Start on one and go across. So 1 square across and 2 squares down. Okay? Anywhere on the screen, as long as it's 1 square across and 2 squares down. And now we're going to go to the bucket here on the right. So all the way down there. And we're going to press in the middle of that rectangle that we created. Okay? A green rectangle. Okay, when you've done that, we're going to press a tick box. And you'll see it's pretty small. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it bigger. Okay, so we're going to go to the purple blocks. We're going to go to the grow block. So that's the block here that has 3 people and the bigger person in white. So bring that down, press it once, twice, maybe 3 times. And now drag that pipe down to the bottom, kind of more or less over here. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? The bigger, if you want to make the game more difficult, you can make the pipes bigger. If you want to make it easier, you can make the pipes smaller. That also helps you kind of then when you're playing the game, okay? In this case, we're going to leave it like that, okay? Now, we're going to go again here to the top left. We're going to press on the plus sign, so under the pipe that we just made. We're going to grab that pipe that we just made. So press on the pipe. I'm calling it a pipe because in Flappy Bird it was a pipe, but it is a green rectangle. We're going to press on the tick box and we're going to drag it up here to the top left. And we're going to go to the purple blocks, drag down the grow block, which is the one that has the 3 people with the large person in white. And we're going to tap it 1, 2, 3. Now, we're going to drag it a little bit down so that it's just touching the top of the screen. So you should have something looking like this, okay? Now, we're going to make the big pipe, a bigger pipe on the bottom of the left and on the top of the right. So we're going to go here to the plus sign on the left. We're going to press on that paintbrush here. And we're going to make a bigger pipe. So we're going to press on the snake, the circle, and the square. So the square here, you're going to press on the square. We're going to make sure that we're still in green. And we're going to press on one of those big boxes again. And go make a square. And 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Okay? So when we did the first pipe, it was 2 down. And now it's 3 down. Okay? We're going to press on the tick box. Don't press on the tick box. We're going to fill it in. So, geez, I've been on vacation for way too long. So press on the bucket on the bottom right. So this bucket symbol here. And press anywhere in the middle of the rectangle. And now that you've done that, you go to the tick box. We're going to put this pipe right under the short one here on the left. So put it here. We're going to grow it. So purple blocks. We're going to go to the 1, 2, 3, like the one that has the third person in white, the big person in white. We're going to press it 1, 2, 3 again. Okay, that looks more or less okay. Let's make it just 1 bigger. So let's do 4, okay? Yeah. And now we're going to build the same big pipe for the top right. So we're going to go to the plus sign here on the left. We're going to press on the big rectangle. So this one that we just created. We're going to press the tick box. We're going to drag it up there to the top right above the little pipe. We're going to drag down from the purple blocks, the grow block. So the one that has the big person in white. We're going to press it 1, 2, 3 times. Yeah, 4 times to make it a little bit more difficult. Okay, so we're going to start like this. Okay, so the bird will have to go here, then down, then up again. If you guys want to make it more difficult, you can grow this pipe even more. Like this. So see what I just did? To make this hole narrower, and that the bird has to make like a bigger curve to go through it. Okay, I'll take that out. So that was just to show you guys. So I'm going to make it smaller again. I'm going to put it up there just like we had it. Okay. So, you guys don't have to do that. Only at the end, and only if you want to make it more difficult, the game, okay? So now that we have the pipes, we're going to get our bird. So we're going to press here on the plus sign. We're going to go down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down until you see the animals. So, did I pass them? Yeah. So here you have bird, elephant, monkey, bat, and this bird here. You can use any of the animals. I kind of like the bird because he's flying through the air. So bird and tick box, and place the bird right in the middle of the screen. Okay? Cool? Wish I could see you guys so you could give me a thumbs up if you're there already. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to just make the background blue, which is probably what I should have started with, but given I've been on holidays for a couple of weeks, I'm probably doing things in the wrong order. So let's do the background now. Let's go to the top. Next to ABC, you have the green and blue, so the background selector. So that button there right on the top. We're going to press on that. We're going to press on the paintbrush because we're going to make our own background. And we're going to get the bucket. So here on the right, all the way down beneath the camera, you have the bucket. Select the blue that you like. So I'm going to do maybe this one or that one. This one here. And press anywhere on your background. And it should automatically all go blue. Cool. Press on the top tick box. And there we go. So we have now 4 pipes, 1 bird, and a blue background. Cool? We can start coding. So let's go here on the left. Let's scroll up. So in between the bird and the pipes and this gray thing, there's this like space here. Put your finger there. Whoa. Put your finger there and scroll it up until you see 4 pipes. Not 3 in the bird, 4 pipes. Press on the top pipe. So you should have a yellow box around that 4th pipe. The first pipe, it's the pipe on the top. And we're going to start coding our pipe. So what the pipe needs to do basically is move in one direction. So it's going to move that way. forever and ever and ever. Okay, so we're actually going to keep the bird in the same place, and the background is going to pretend that it's moving for us. And in case you guys don't know, that's actually how some games, like the older games, like Super Mario and all that, were coded. They actually moved, in some extent, the background, and the character would stay in the middle. So here we go. We go to the yellow blocks. We're going to drag down the start on green flag. We're going to go to the orange blocks. We're going to drag down the speed block. So we're going to drag down the one that has a person with these arrows here. We're going to press on the triangle under that person and tell him to go slowly. So you'll see you have this one that looks like he stopped, this one that looks like he's walking, and this one that looks like he's running. We're going to go to the slow one. Okay, this is another thing that you can do to change the difficulty. You can change it to be faster or slower, however you want. We're going to start with slow, and then if you guys find that too easy, we can just change the speed, okay? Then we're going to tell the block to move that way. So we go to the blue movement blocks. We're going to drag down the one that says move left. So this left arrow here, okay? And we're going to tell it to repeat. So go to this one with the arrows and drag it down. So it's not the block that ends without repeating, it's the infinite loop one, the one that goes here. So basically what we're telling our pipe to do is start, go slow, and go 1 to the left. So you should have a 1 here. And repeat. Okay, and it's just going to keep doing that. When it reaches the end of the screen, it's going to automatically loop to the other side. You guys will see this in a second. Okay? And now, instead of repeating this line of code for each and every pipe, we are actually going to copy it. So if you put your finger on the green flag, drag that green flag up, and put it on top of that second pipe, that second green rectangle, and let go. Now if we press that second pipe, you should have this line of code already put there, okay? Now grab that line of code, so put your finger on the green flag again, and drag the whole line of code up to the third rectangle or the third pipe and let go. And we could do the same thing for the fourth one already. So put your finger on the green flag, they start on green, drag it up and let go on that fourth pipe or rectangle, okay? Now, if you look at each one of them, so let's go now to the third one. So press here, make sure there's a yellow box around the third green rectangle or third pipe. You should have the same line of code. And if you go to the fourth one, you should have the same line of code exactly, okay? If you do, let's just do a trial run to see what this does, okay? Where I'm going to press on the green flag, and you guys can too. So what happens? You see, the pipes are moving through your screen. Okay, so this kind of pretends that the bird is flying because the background is actually moving behind it, but the bird is actually not flying. It's right smack in the same place, right in the middle, okay? So there we go. So now what do we have to do? We have to code the game part of our game. So we have to code the bird moving and the bird, if it hits the pipes, what happens, okay? So you guys can press the stop, so that red button on the top, and press reset. So that's that blue one that has like a cross and an arrow right next to the green flag. That basically resets everything to where it was in the beginning, and we need that, okay? Before we start coding the bird, let's just make our screen of what happens if we loses, okay? If we hit the pipe, so if we lose the game. We're going here to the right, and under the bird, the pipes scene, we're gonna press this plus button here on the right. So press on that one. We're going to take out Scratch Jr. So we're going to long press on Scratch Jr. until he starts wiggling. Press on that red cross. And now we're going to create a phrase. So an oh no or you lost. So we're going to press here on the plus sign on the left. We're going to press on the paintbrush. We're going to press on the squiggly line. So the one that looks like a snake up here on the left. Any color that you guys want, so I'll use red, why not? So with my finger, in my case, I'm going to write, oh, no. If you guys want an exclamation mark, I'm going to paint that exclamation mark there. So if you guys want, you can write you lost or you hit the pipe. I keep it simple. Oh no for me works, but up to you guys, okay? I'll let you write it. If you can't write yet, ask your parent or your brother or your sister, somebody that can write, to write this for you. But if not, oh no, O-H-N-O and an exclamation mark. Okay? When you're done, press the tick box and you should have an oh no in the middle of the screen. Okay? We can already code this because this is a very simple coding, and that way we already have this one done. So we're going to go to the start on green, so the yellow blocks, start on green. We're going to have him flashing. So we're going to go to the purple blocks. We're going to drag down the disappear block, which is this one here that has a person. And we're going to drag the appear block, which is the one that has the person but filled in white. So the one, transparent person and the person filled in white. We're going to go to the red blocks and do an infinite loop. So the red block with the arrows, okay? And we're also going to do another one that says something. So when we lose the game, we also want it to tell us. So we're going to go to the yellow blocks, drag down a start on green. We're going to go to the green blocks, and we're going to record our voice saying, oh no, you hit the pipe. So we're going to go to the microphone, press on the microphone, press on that red button, record what you have to record, and then press the tick box. So I'm going to do it. Oh no, you hit the pipe. And tick box. Okay, I'll let you guys do it. Oh no, I hit the pipe, and then tick box. We're going to get that microphone and drag it down to next to the green flag, start on green, the one that we just put down. We're going to go to the red blocks, and we are going to drag down the red block without arrows, okay? In this case, in this game, I didn't make it automatically reset, simply because when it does reset, the bird kind of already starts flying, so I always lose. I'm always hitting the pipes and all that. So you actually have to reset it by yourselves, and I'll show you guys how to do it, okay? So now that we have that, let's go back to our bird and our pipes and code that part, okay? So up here on the right, so above the oh no that now appears, we're going to press on that scene with the bird and the pipes up here on the right. And we're going to code our bird, okay? So let's go here. We have the pipes. We have this part in between the pipes and that gray line. So we're going to drag up until the bird appears. And we're going to press on our bird. And our bird is going to have 3 lines of code. So one line of code is going to be dragging the bird down. Okay, so that's what makes it kind of interesting, because we have to be tapping so that the bird doesn't keep going down. So we're going to do that line of code first. So let's go to the yellow blocks. The start on green, so drag the one with the green flag. We're going to press the movement block, and we're going to drag down the move down block, the arrow pointing down. Make sure that it has a 1 under it, okay, which it normally has by default. We're going to go to the red blocks and drag down the one with the arrows. Okay, so basically, as soon as we start the program, the bird is going to be going down. And how do we make sure that he doesn't hit the pipes? It's our finger. So our finger is going to be tapping the bird and making sure the bird goes up. Okay, so let's go to the yellow blocks. And you see the start on tap. So that's the one that has here the finger. So the start on touch or start on tap. Drag that one down anywhere around. So it can be here to the side. I like to put it under. And what we're going to do is go to the movement blocks, put the up block, and under the up block, we're going to change that from a 1 to a 3. So each time we tap it, it actually goes up. Because it's always getting pushed down, this allows it to kind of overcome that. So it goes more up than it does down. If you would only put 1, it would kind of stay in the same place, because one line of code is telling it to go down and the other one is telling it just to go 1 up. So it would just stay completely flat. So we need more up than we do down. And we're going to go to the red blocks and the one without the arrow. So it's not an infinite loop. It's just once. Every time you tap, he tries to go up three blocks. Cool? So I said we needed 3 lines of code. One to have the bird fly down. Another one for when you tap, he goes up. And the last one is, if he touches a pipe, we've lost. So we're going to go to the yellow blocks. We're going to go to the touch another object. So that's this one here that has a white person and a green person. We're going to drag that down and we're going to tell it to make a noise and then take us to the oh no screen. So we're going to go to the green blocks. We're going to drag down the one that has a pop. So it just does a pop. It's a good way of just like showing that it hit something. And then we're going to go to the red blocks and we're going to drag down the last one, the one that has the scene oh no, or whatever you guys wrote. Okay? Cool? So that's what you guys should have. You should have 3 lines of code on your bird, 1 line of code on each of your pipes, and an oh no screen. Okay? Are you guys ready to try this? Cool. So let's go to the full screen. That's all the way up here next to the house. So this one that has like the lines in the corners. Okay? And we're going to press the green flag. And your bird will immediately start going down. So be fast and tap on the bird with your finger. So you'll see that if you tap, you have to kind of stop. Okay. So if you hit the pipe, you're going to have this oh no. And it's going to tell you oh no. So yeah. So what do you do to start again? On the bottom of the screen, on the left, there's that little blue arrow. So press on that blue arrow and you'll see that you go back to the previous screen. When you press the green flag now, it resets the game back to the beginning. So you guys again have to be super fast because the bird is falling against that pipe, okay? So if you lose, oh no, I hit the pipe. I hit the pipe. Press the blue and as soon as you press the green flag, start tapping on that bird, okay? Or else, oh no, I hit it again. So there we go. That's our first coding class of the year 2021 or 2021. Given that lockdown unfortunately has started again, so most of us are at home. I have my kids at home all day long. We're trying to homeschool them. I thought that this would be super fun to do with you guys again this year. So as long as lockdown is around, I'll be doing 1 coding class every week for you. As always, this was a suggestion from Michele Bertoli, which again, I hope I said his name right, which he did it with this kid. So I hope I made him justice. Feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It should be appearing here, and to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, but go to Instagram to leave a comment because that way you guys give me suggestions and I can put them in a class, okay? So I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. Any feedback, anything that you want to like comment, say that you want to do, just let me know, okay? I'll see you in the next coding class, everybody. Bye!